In the year of 2000, computers were mainly used as workstations. Word processing and spreadsheet software was dominant and home entertainment was lacking. At this time, a digital revolution was underway. People were buying digital cameras, camcorders, Palm Pilots, music players, and handheld organizers. However, nothing connected all these devices to each other. There was no digital hub for storing and editing data from all these devices. Apple realized that people were more interested in the software than the hardware itself. Thus, the digital hub needed to provide users with killer apps. The idea was then to turn the Mac into this hub. However, the two main software developers for Mac OS X at this time were Microsoft and Adobe. Of these two, Adobe flat out refused to adapt its software towards consumer level for OS X. At this point, Steve Jobs told Fortune magazine, "Okay, if nobody wants to help us, we're just going to have to do this ourselves." Steve Jobs was a video aficionado and believed that editing and creating home videos would be the cornerstone in the revolutionary digital hub, assigning much resources into the development of a software for video editing, iMovie. As it turned out, however, the main demand of consumers was music and not video. The focus on video resulted in Apple missing out on the digital music revolution by not shipping their Mac with CD burners, resulting in the first declining revenue stream since Jobs' return to Apple in '96. In an attempt to recover and playing catch-up with the industry, Apple licensed a popular music player called SoundJam. SoundJam's programmer, Jeff Robin, was hired, and Apple started doing what they, according to Jobs himself, do best: making complex applications easy and make them even more powerful in the process. The outcome of this project was the birth of iTunes, arguably the most revolutionary music software of its time. In connection to creating iTunes, Apple had a good look at the portable music player industry. The existing players were large, heavy, and in many cases, battery life was not more than 45 minutes. Furthermore, transferring audio files onto these devices were painfully slow. Jobs and Apple set out to bring a new portable music player to the market. In an incredibly innovative and fast process, Apple was able to combine its FireWire transferring technology with new improved batteries and displays from the cell phone industry. They also found that Toshiba had developed a new small memory unit that they incorporated to the project. Adapting a scroll wheel technology found in some computers into the now iconic Control, and finally making it highly compatible with iTunes with features like AutoSync, completed the process. The iPod was born. So what were, and are still today, some of the key elements determining the success of Apple's creative process? In contrast to, for example, Google, where most projects are open source and there is a free flow of information, Apple manages projects in small teams and on a strictly need-to-know basis. The executive team is more or less the only ones with complete insight into projects, whereas divisions have very limited or no knowledge of things outside of a particular component of a specific project. So how can Apple be one of the most innovative companies in the world with an almost completely contradictory approach? Firstly, as it also was with the Skunk Works of Lockheed, the project team is protected from the rest of the company, providing the members with some barriers to external pressure. Secondly, teams are highly diverse. For example, the control wheel for the iPod was suggested by a marketing executive rather than a designer. Also, as stated, the ability to connect perhaps seemingly unrelated technology and ideas into new innovative products is a crucial point. Apple has a keen ability to connect technologies, not only as in the iPod, but you could look at products as the iPhone. Apple has also been able to recruit key competencies, experienced and skilled workers, which is a main determinant of their success. Apple applies a trial and error process to its projects, which allows for room for failure in order to improve. This stimulates the creative process as well. Apple also has relatively high standards, not wanting to compromise with quality. Therefore, necessary resources are available to the different project teams to make the best product as possible.
Created using Powtoon.